The Michelle Troconis trial is now in the hands of a jury. Closing arguments wrapped up on both sides today in Stamford. The jury was charged, and now we're waiting for a verdict.
That's right. NBC Connecticut's Kevin Geis has been there since day one. He joins us now live from Stamford. So, Kevin, what was laid out in these closing arguments?
Well, Mikesha, this is the first time we heard state prosecutors lay out the entire case in front of the jury after nearly 5 weeks of testimony as well as evidence. Now, they did it in front of the 5 Doulos children who were present in court today, as well as multiple police investigators that were involved in this case. The defense, of course, pushing back on all allegations as well as evidence, but now the case is in the jury's hand.
He needed an alibi. He needed the defendant.
State prosecutors weaving together over 5 weeks of evidence and testimony, attempting to tie Michelle Troconis to the death of Jennifer Doulos on May 24th, 2019.
The defendant provided assistance and aid to Fotis Doulos.
They allege Michelle Troconis knew Fotis was planning on murdering Jennifer, and she too had motive to want Jennifer dead. They claim the evidence shows she manipulated Fotis Doulos' phone while he was in New Canaan, including answering a pre-planned phone call, aided Fotis in the cleanup, and helped destroy or dispose of evidence both on Albany Avenue and in the Toyota Tacoma.
She acted as his alibi during the murder. She conspired to tamper with the physical evidence of the murder, intentionally aided in covering it up at 80 Mountain Spring Road, at Albany Avenue in Hartford, and at Russell Speeders in Avon.
The defense asserting the state has not met its burden of proof and spent their hour of closing argument cutting strings the state used to tie their case.
The state is asking you to speculate that there is evidence where there is none, but the absence of evidence is not evidence.
Defense attorney John Schoenhorn offering the jury alternatives to the state's largely circumstantial evidence, like memory issues or language barriers during interviews, explaining inconsistencies, calling into question the reliability of state police investigators and witnesses like Pavel Gumieni, and asking jurors to consider why Fotis would hurt his wife when he was making progress toward getting his kids back.
This nefarious plot under those circumstances makes no sense. Why then? Why at that moment is he going to then plot with his girlfriend to kill Jennifer?
It was state prosecutors getting the final word, and that word, coincidences, for the jury to consider, and passing the baton to jurors.
You write the third act of this script with your verdict. What's the ending going to be?
Jurors were given the case a little after 4 today. They wrapped up at about 4:45. Now, it is important to note that each charge, the verdict has to be unanimous. We're live in Stamford. Kevin Geis, NBC Connecticut News. Keisha, back to you.
Kevin, thank you. And we will take a closer look at closing arguments and the task ahead for the jury on our streaming special Inside the Trial of Michelle Troconis. Shannon Miller will have exclusive expert analysis beginning at 9 tomorrow morning.